Hello, hello. Started a bit late. I was busy investigating some things. I loaded the world ahead of time this time, thinking ahead. Not my strong suit, apparently. But got that done. Actually, let me turn this off. Drop that to 90. Okay. So, let me also drop brightness down. Doesn't really have an effect, but oh well. So, did some investigation into all the different power methods. So, Power would be nice for power. However, because the mod pack makes power so easy to generate, um, so looking into it specifically, for example, a thermo generator, if you have a nitro one, it generates 2000 RF per tick, which is a lot. That's that is an insane amount for just. Granted, it's the highest tier, but still, the most basic one generates 60 RF per tick, which isn't that much. I say RF. I guess I should just say forge energy, FE per tick. Um, and it basic we can make easily. Hardened requires some stuff. So basic we can make. So it's not too OP, but at the end it does become a very high energy generation method. And this is if we want to just passively generate energy. It doesn't use up anything. In the case of a magmator, it uses up the lava you put in. That's 40,000 FE per tick. That's very high. Problem, problem being, we look here at a nitro crystals required to craft it. 20 million forge energy to produce 16 of them. And that is taking into account a nether star. And as of now, I'm going to assume the only way to get it is from killing the wither consistently, since there's no recipe to do so. So getting to the highest tier is going to require a lot of power, and as such, it kind of constrains me to using this power generation method, which I don't think aligns with the pack's interest or intention. So as much as I like power, I don't know necessarily if I would stick with it. Now, that being the case, we go and look at Mekanism um, for energy. This is very easy, still very easy. So we can make the advanced cable right away, and that's very easy. The elite universal cable is also pretty easy to make. It's just diamond infusing that again. The ultimate one does require enriched obsidian or refined obsidian dust, which requires a metallurgic infuser. Granted, again, not the most difficult thing in the world to make. I don't know if I have osmium. Let me just check that real quick. No. I'm gonna presume that I'm gonna get that in a later. Yeah. So basic mechanism leads to those upgrades. So and there is mechanism power generation which is hinted at. Um, Again, I don't see. That's another reason why I think it doesn't want me to use Power, is because Flux Networks transmits network uh, forge energy all over the place. Power actually has blocks that do the exact same thing. Um, I do believe that they are gated, however, I will admit. I don't think I can even get them. But I do think Mechanism is the intended one because of this. So I believe Powa is kind of outruled for those multiple reasons. To give an idea, the Ultimate Energy Cube stores 102 million Forge Energy. And Powa, their Energy Cube, if I can find it. So the Energy Cell is pretty much the same to my knowledge as the Ender Cell. No, that's okay, that's a transfer rate then. Energy Cell. It sucks that it doesn't tell me. Well, we could look here. So looking like we looked at, realistically, that's the case. Going back to Mechanism, we want to look at power generation. We have, this is a smelting factory, which pretty much is the equivalent of an energized smelter. Yeah, so it's just the same as the redstone furnace. But continuing to look, do we have, looking for a generator? Maybe down here. No. I think this is crap. Let me sleep while he's flying up. Quickly. Quickly. There we go. Perfect. Hey, come back down here, because if I hit you and you die within 5 seconds, I get the drop. Come on. Womp womp. Okay, so continuing to look and investigate. Looking at the energy cubes, this stores quite a bit. The QIO is pretty cool. However, if I remember, we're not getting to that, but we're also not getting to other storage methods later anyways, so oh well. Does Mechanism provide a way to make steel? Interestingly, no. Oh. Whoa, okay, okay. Just iron enriched twice. You know what? Okay. That's one route to make steel. So we can pretty much just use Mechanism for everything. That's one route. Wandering Trader? Hello. Can't say I have much use for you, sadly. But continuing to look around. That's another thing to mention. But that's to mention later. So I don't... Here we go, a heat generator. So this doesn't require much to make. And I'm pretty sure the heat generator... Okay, so it burns lava. Seems to be the indicator. So the only thing that indicates to me that I kind of want that I should use Mechanism is this. So I probably will just stick with Mechanism for all of the machines necessary for automation too, because there's some cool stuff in here that I haven't used. Um, and okay, those are high tier items. But what's cool is you can make the factories, which are essentially like multi-block versions. What? Why would you do that? Got no clue. One 1.3. So 2.6 or well then that's no, yeah, there's no contestant there. Oh yeah, for sure. Well, with the smelting factories, yeah, it does multiple processing operations to occur at once, so it'll do a lot. Interesting. Learning more. Okay, well, in terms of, because of that, looking here, we can get power up high almost to the max tier, like almost immediately. And I'm pretty sure the cost energy-wise to do so isn't that much. So upsides, not many downsides, personally speaking. Now, that being said, I was discussing the alternative to mechanisms called pipes. Would be good, but it has one problem. Energy pipes. These bad boys are very slow. I was looking in the config, and unless this has changed the config for it, by default, this sits at the max tier with a ultimate pipe upgrade, which I'm not getting for a while. Do not, I'm not getting this for a while. Even with the ultimate pipe upgrade, is transferring 131,000 FE per tick. Sounds like a lot, but if you remember just looking back there, keeping in mind that the ultimate pipe upgrade is requiring netherite, we take a quick look back at mechanism. The ultimate version of the pipes transmits 3 million per tick and also requires an atomic alloy, which is just a metallurgic infused obsidian on a reinforced alloy. So, I'm not too beholden to pipes because of that. Pipes is really cool and good. One of the other aspects is the max tier is 64 blocks per, I don't think it's per tick. I think it's per every so often. But if we go look at the logistical transporter, the ultimate one is 128, so it's twice as much. Granted, I will admit, pipes is correct in the sense that the mechanism is less efficient with resources, system resources, so it will be laggier. Granted, at the same time, I don't know if I would really actually get to that many sort of blocks. Um, and then you have you do have one other thing going for pipes at least, which is the fact that these upgrades are like swappable, really. You don't have, the whole pipe doesn't have to be upgraded. Just the ends. As long as you have these and you just put this in the extraction ports, then you're good. It's upgraded. So that is a point in favor of the pipes. And I believe the last one is pretty pipes, which pretty pipes is pretty cool. It's very modular, extremely so. The only thing I have to admit, I didn't look up the auto crafting. But I'm gonna look up that auto crafting real quick. Okay, so crafting is a mechanism which you use a crafter in your system, you link it to it, you teach it recipes, and using that, you're able to sort of request things to be made using, I think, the crafting terminal or another sort of requesting type thing. Of course, lastly, for items, you have create and immersive engineering. Immersive engineering, I'm outruling right away. I have no intention to use it. Creates is cool. Creates is very stylistic. It's not very fast, but it is very stylistic, I will admit. If I were doing a pure create based mod, or one where create takes the bulk of the heavy lifting, then I would definitely actually use that. I would be using create for transportation. The only thing is that you can get around it. You don't have to use create. But you know, I don't know. See, that's the issue. When you offer a mod pack with like 6 different ways to do the same thing, you kind of get like, ugh. The compact claustrophobia I played with gave you just thermal expansion and immersive engineering. Just those two. And you needed the blocks for different things. It was very, like very oriented towards, you need this, so make it. You don't have a choice, really. You have to. So, because here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. With, let's look at iron, raw iron. So let me just show an example of what I'm referring to. With raw iron, we can smelt it directly, so that's a 1. Then you have crushing, which gives you still a 1. because you can smelt it directly, or a mechanism crusher, which gives you 2 dirty iron dust, which can each get, you can even pulverize. So we're at a 1 still, 2 now, using the pulverizer, 1.20, so 2.4. And then keeping on going, you smelt it directly. And that's it. You don't have a choice. So the max you get is a 2.4. Not bad, but let's see what else we can do. So that's for crushing. 1.5, okay. You can crush to get 1.3, essentially 1.3 iron grit. But yet again, this is pretty analogous to the crushed iron. So continuing to look, you could wash it. I don't like that. I'm not gonna... Ew. So let's look at... Firstly, you have the energized smelter, so that's just the one. We're not going to use the combiner. Just looking through these real quick. Okay. So with the enrichment chamber, you could get an extra iron dust out of 3 raw iron, so that's a 1.25. That's not true, that's a 1.3. And then this gets smelted directly. Not the best, okay. With create and some other stuff, we got some better results. Let's take another look. Sulfuric acid is going to be a pain in the butt to make. Although I will admit, we have sulfur, and we can just pulverize sulfur down. And I mean, it is a side result of coal ore. Not the best thing. So I'm not inclined to say I would actually turn this into dirty iron slurry, because then you would use seed oil, clean it. And 200 would make an iron crystal, which would make an iron shard, an iron clump, and you could crush these then. However, there's the iron crystal, 200. It's a 1-to-1, and from 3 of these, you get 2,000. So you would get 10. So you'd input 3. You'd get essentially 10 iron crystals, 10 iron shards, 10 iron clumps, and finally you would get 13 crushed iron ore. So, and then that would go through the same process with this. So now you've got 26. Still 26, and then smelt it. So you get 26 out of 3, which that's quite good. That's just under times 9. So that's pretty cool. I think that's one of the methods described, but that's not that times 25 the mod pack's discussing. Then you have this, which is hydrogen chloride, which is from salt. Taking a look at how we could get salt. Gaseous brine, which could be from brine, which can be from honey, any water. Okay, so water can generate. So it's a 10-to-1 ratio for water, but that's in like. I think this is a pretty big room. Just saying, to get salt. So doing this is a bit of a difficult thing. Yeah. So then you have the option for purification chamber using just oxygen, which... Flint? don't know how flint makes oxygen. I'll have to investigate that, but using flint, 2 iron clubs, so we got from 1 to 2 to 4. So, 4.6 into here. Actually, yeah, 4.6 into here, which is times 2. So about 9. So about the same. So we could go through the route of the chemical injection chamber with salt, or doing the purification chamber, which might be a little easier to go there directly. Did I mess up the math on that somehow? 3 to 8. 3 to 8 still. I guess it's not as much, okay, as this method. Alright, well then, let's see, what else do we have? You've got raw ore meat. You know what? That's not going anywhere. I'm not gonna keep looking at that one. So aside from mechanism, the rest of these don't have really great methods of generating things. Now, I must check really quick what the chances are. 1.3, okay. Times 8 times 3, yeah, same ratios, same ratios. Same ratios. Did this give the same ratio? Did I mess that up? 1.25? Or 1.3? Okay, yeah, makes sense. Something I think I overlooked was the pulverizer catalysts. Because if we put the max in, we do get a 2.5 times chance. So, taking into account a 2.5% chance, you know, that's 2.5 times. If we do the method described, let's do the purification chamber. So we use 1, purify it into 2, brush it into 1.3 times 2, 2.6, and then we're looking at 2.6, 2.6 times 2, 5.2, and then we have 5.2, and if we 2.5 that, we'd get about around 15 or so. 5.2, not 15, I don't know what I'm saying. Probably around 12 or 13. But there is the additional chance of 20%, considering we'd be putting in 5.2, we could expect to get 1 of those extra. So we're at 14, and then lastly, considering that the auxiliary modifier is 5 times, it's guaranteed 1. So we get an extra 5, so we could expect about 17 then. Not bad. So 1 to 17, and that's not a terribly complex one compared to this one, which is like 3 to 10 of these. 3 to 13 of these. 13 to 26. 26 to 26 times 2.5, so you're looking at about, maybe like 60 or so, a little more. And this is a 1% chance, so since you had 26, you got another 26 coming out. You're looking at about like almost 90, like 85, 90, That's for 3, so that's probably the 25 times method. But also, we have EMC, so we don't have to do that. Kind of gross, especially doing all of that. Which, therein comes the problem that a lot of people bring up about, you know, having EMC in a pack. It kind of makes it so that you don't have to do these things. You don't have to be resource efficient, essentially. There is no point in doing such a thing. Especially considering if we have to automate things, it doesn't make much of a sense. Make much sense. It's better to just get the ingot, process it, do whatever you want with it. And if we're running low on EMC, just make this again. Like, that's kind of the idea, at least. This is gonna fill up super fast, but I'll let it. So, considering everything I just went through, not much of a point, aside from just making these things, just automating them. Is there flight? Angel ring. How difficult is this? Oh, look at that, another star and semi-stable ingots. That's not difficult. Are of course an archangels. I forget. Oh no, that's not how that works. This one, I think lets you... No, it doesn't. Going back to Project E. Really quick. Or this Project E. It is a Swiftwolf's Rending Gale that lets you fly. But it does require dark matter, which requires Aeternalis fuel, which requires us to have the Philosopher's Stone, which requires Glowstone. So we can't make that just yet. Got it, got it. Alright. Well, I would like... So, considering that the only reason we have the coal coke going is to make... We have the pyrolyzer to make coal coke, which requires the coal. Can we make this with just normal charcoal? Yeah. So considering that, I mean, is there any other reason to have coal coke that isn't just taken by normal coke? There's hot graphite dust. Like, at that point, I would just make coke dust for this, not for making steel. Anyways. So, in terms of making steel, I believe Mechanism's method would be the most efficient, all things considered, because we have the energized smelter. Oh, wrong one. We could smelt the steel dust, which we would use 2 metallurgic infusers, one right after the other, to enrich the iron. So we'd have 2 metallurgic infusers, or potentially a infusing factory to do that. But we can't do it just yet, so it doesn't matter. Alright, well, let's make the crafting wheels our next goal, simply because I can actually make them. The enrichment chamber just does it for you. But you need the metallurgic infuser, so you can't do that. Yeah. So to make polished rose quartz, the only 2 methods are doing it manually or using a deployer. We also need rose quartz. We can make that ourselves. Well, considering that this pack seems to not really offer challenges in terms of what to use. Mm. So on the fence, because if I do another mod pack, I'd like to like have a mod pack I go all in on create on. But like this doesn't really incentivize me to use create, and it doesn't need me to use create unless like just for the things create requires. So I guess I'll just use create as necessary. Let's make these so we can get started with mechanism. We'll get to that. So we have to automate regular mechanical essences. Now, the sequential fabricator, they did a downgrade on it in the sense that this doesn't have thermal, like, there is item restriction, but I don't know how that'll work. Let's take a look. So if I put the item filter in, that's going to be 10. Same thing. If I put an item filter in here, what happens? Oh, am I able to limit the amount? No. Yeah, that doesn't really help. That sucks. So to give an idea, the previous version of the sequential fabricator had it so that you limited slots to, there was an upgrade that would limit the slots to specifically the item that matches. And this is no longer the case. Kind of sucks, I'll admit, because essentially these would all be down here in the corner instead of up here, so that's how I know it's not working. Um, you know, maybe if we put in, what would be the point of this? There must be a point, but I don't know. Let's make, all right, how about this? I'm gonna need the hardened upgrades, and then obviously towards these, towards making these. So let's set up a area for automation of those to put into machines and just have them set aside. How about, although firstly we'll need to automate the basic EMC link. I don't want to craft that automat on my own. So let's get this automated. It's gonna be kind of cringe. Yeah, there's all these different methods of crafting all on its own. Yep, there is a workbench, which is interesting. Okay, that's just gonna show me the crafting. Let's just go with what we've got already. I can't help my curiosity. I have to see what RF tools control. Oh, is it not called Art Tools Control? I guess it's just like... RF Tools. Are there crafters? Indicates that there are crafters instead of a workbench. There they are. And it allows recipes to use the crafting results of previous steps. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. Oh, do they use... Ah, they use sequential fabricators in them. Cool to see that. They just use more and more. So no matter what, we need to make sequential crafters. Okay, so no matter what, the first thing we want to autocraft will be basic EMC links. So let's... I don't want to be making autocrafters for the rest of them, or making these platforms myself. So a copy-paste gadget will be nice. Or let's just look at all the building gadgets and make them. So we've got a exchange gadget, which I don't need right now, but currently a copy-paste gadget would be nice. So we need emeralds. Can I get emeralds yet? I don't think I can actually. Will I be getting that in the future? Yeah, okay, way at the end. So, make a building gadget? I can, so we'll make that then. Grab two of these. What else? These. These. There we go. Then we do need a charger. Interesting that Thermal Series added that. I don't know, do I have lead yet? I do have lead. So which should I make then? I'm curious. Let's see what this does. So, need gold and some redstone and a bunch of wood. And some glass. How much glass? 2 glass. Got it. Alright. So let's hook this up. Interesting. So siphoning a bunch of power. So, looking at this, sorry, I was looking at something. Okay, I have to look at keybinds because I guess so. Building gadgets. What is the settings menu? G. I was pressing G. Okay. Do I have to customize this? Okay. Oh. Now it wants to work. Like, Since I can't open the menu, I can't... That sucks, that the keybind... Let's see, what's blocking the keybind? Curios, hover mode, chest mode switch, change mode? But that's when you're holding something. That sucks. Do I really want to... No, I don't want to go digging through all the menus, so... Guess we'll do it manually for now. Where are you? You have bothered me enough, sir. Hey, we got leather. And you didn't even drop a... Bruh. Alright, let's get started on that. Although... Oh, do I have to... Let me check something real quick for mechanism. Do I need to power them? Connect them with pipes? Just... No, I don't. Okay. But do not need to manually set that. Okay. So looking at mechanism... The basic tier of the item pipes is I have to make pretty pipes, so I would have to automate pretty pipes anyways. I should automate pretty pipes and then I should automate that. Yeah. Okay. Bad to know. So let's just grab a bunch of cobblestone out. Yeah. Oh, it already did it. Thank you. What is this? Dented mossy cobblestone. So let's make... So this will be our power generation spot. I might end up... We'll end up moving stuff, but let's put another automation slot here. Oh, I didn't even check. Are there tiny chests? Because that can store a single item, which is pretty convenient. Bro, you cannot have just respawned. Oh my gosh. I'm unhappy. This man's really just respawned. I'm not seeing it. I just want to make sure I didn't... I'm not just like... Okay. Okay. Because the only thing is if I put a drawer down... Can I downgrade it? Yes. Okay, so we'll use storage drawers then. For limiting it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to auto craft the EMC links. Then we are going to auto craft the pipes. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay. Mm. And we'll end up choosing whatever we choose. Yep, got it. I will be redoing this, but I want to get started on having the actual automation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I should have an extra one. Yeah. I'll pick out a color palette and everything to redo this stuff in once I figure out the building gadget. This is about to break. Okay. So, first things first, we're gonna need more power for it all. I'm pretty certain. Because yeah, this is generating. Oh, we don't necessarily need more of these. I just need to make the thingamajigger. What the heck is it? More of the hardened upgrades, which I can manually make a bunch of them. Just need a bunch of Invar and some glass. So this will make 7. What I really want is 10. So let's get some more glass. Okay. So while that's pulverizing, I'm going to want a bunch of Invar, which we can use the induction smelter for nickel and iron. Yeah. Hey, free sand. Busy reading texts. So many of those, you know? Start smelting the sand. Should have been doing that already. Can I put these two together? Just... Right. Oh, whoa, what? No. But you can smelt them. Does this have an extra chance of more? Ah. Alright. I'm going to be running that for a while, so let me just Yeah. Okie dokie. Got a bunch of nickel already, so let's just start that. I don't know what the ratio is. One to two. Okay, so I need twice as much iron. How are we doing on power? Are we losing power slowly? Yep, we're burning through our fuel reserves. Well, power reserves, but nonetheless. Maybe we're not running low on power. Maybe I'm just sort of jumping the gun on that, at least. Oh, I need more sand. Oh, no. Forgot why I made all of that. And then let's just steal half a stack. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna need more redstone. That's enough. Should be enough redstone for the moment. Wait, how much? I'm looking at 4, so I need 16. So, just a little bit more. Okay. So we can upgrade this processing stack. Can you put more than that? No. There you go. So these are all... These process at 40 and produce 80. So that will produce more of the buffer. And then we can start making more of the automated constructions. Okay, so let's upgrade the other stack. Can I just like click them in? Oh, that's convenient. There we go. So these are all same deal. What do you even have? A portal charm. Interesting. Oh, if I had a moss block, we could just keep making more moss. Oh well. So the first thing we want to auto-craft are these, and then we'll auto-craft the pipes. So, to make the basic EMC links, it's going to be a little annoying. Ooh, we need Invar. Okay, this might be a little more than just annoying to make, because the low covalence dust, that right there is 2 EMC links and a furnace, another furnace, a pulverizer, 2 more, so it's 4 EMC links. And then we have another furnace, another pulverizer, another 2, so 6 EMC links. We already have the iron coming in. We just need the Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a lot. Then to automake the first one is quite a bit. To keep automating. Hmm. Hmm. Bruh, can't even make that. Um. Interesting, interesting. It becomes easy to do once you have them, but you just need to get them up to that tier. Is the problem. So, auto making it up to this one, right? Because the pink one requires that. What do you use high covalence dust for? Not gonna use it for andesite. Repair talisman is very nice. Honestly, we'll probably make that right away if I can. Um, Okay. Seems like the dust isn't really needed for anything other than just these, but because it's used all over the place and it generates so much of it, I'm inclined to have those on like separate lines. Let's keep eating bread until I get through it all. Okay, so automating production of that's gonna be cringe, but worth it in the future. See, like, that's... I'm in my own head still, because if I wait, it'll become much easier to coordinate with an inventory system, but we don't get an inventory system until here. And that's, like, the blue one, right? Is it just the blue one? It's the blue one, and then making your way all the way here to the yellow one. Which that's a whole thing anyways. Man. They really tempt me. Uh, Do the logs each have EMC? They do. Cool. Uh, you know what? I'm not really gonna do anything interesting today because I'm still stuck in my head. I might as well just end the stream and do some other stuff. This mod pack is bothering me. I'm really bothering myself with this. Oof. I did not realize how much this would bother me. I think it's partly because of the way I set this up with like little grid panels, and I'm trying to like get them to work in the grid panels and not have them go across them as much. And then I'm like considering about how I'm gonna like operate things. I don't know. See, here's the thing. I'm trying to make it like it's a one big system when in reality what I should be doing is making like, hey, I have this power system coming in and it's just feeding for this little automation sector, not for everything. Just enough to keep it running forever, and then I can get power. Like, I could do that wherever it's necessary. Just make a little thing for it, which I should be doing. Alright. How about... We'll keep this structure. I'll change the pattern up, but each cell will be its own little thing for automation. Little set of items, or maybe even I'll turn it into like a block. Definitely bigger than 9x9, but this isn't going anywhere. I'm just, I don't know. I thought this mod pack was interesting, but this mixed with the headaches is really getting in my way of things. So, because like all this pipe decisions, it doesn't matter. Just pick one and go with it. Like, okay, you're kidding me. So I can go with power then. Fine, we'll do power for power. Jeez. After all that deliberating, I never looked here. Well, in that case then, since I could easily do power, I'm inclined to use the thermogenerators and just blaze powder. I need blazes, which I need blaze effigies. We're not getting that for a while. So we can't make the thermogenerators. Can we make the magmeters? We could. And up till here, that's 80 FP per tick. Not bad. So from lava, 10,000. So it'll produce 100,000 FE with an actual bucket. And this will produce lava for 3,000 FE or RF. It'll produce that. So we could. Ugh. So stuck in my own head. I don't know. Not feeling this pack. It's really just not working. I know I haven't done anything in this pack. I literally set up one thing automation in the first stream and haven't done anything since. Because, like, or not even in the first stream. I don't think I really did anything in the first stream. Second stream then, I guess. I've just been slowly making EMC. Eh. What was it? I can't even... I keep forgetting I can't even make pipes yet because I need glowstone dust. And I can't make them yet. Because I don't have them. Yeah, so I can't even make normal pipes. Could have just stuck with this. Okay. So we're gonna need... I can use power for power generation in the future. Although, I mean, the Stirling Dynamos do pretty well, considering we're at that 80 RF per tick that the upgraded version would do. And I could simply keep creating these the same way. Yeah, decisions. I guess I'm trying to debate what's best, but I could just replace this. Here we go. Decision made. Modular. If I just separate all my thought processes into modular systems, replacing one shouldn't matter. Ore processing, only for like ores I care about or I'm gonna use manual. I don't really care about the ore efficiency thing, but there's no point in this pack. Kind of just doesn't matter. Oh well. Oh, this gives me one for free. I didn't know that. This gives me one for free too. Is there anything else that's actual items? For free. Oh, that's pretty nice. Oh, and because I got the leather, got that for free. The configurator. Okay. So, won't care about the crushing wheel. Let's just head towards making these, honestly, I guess. So, we'll pull, let's assume we'll pull some of these. We'll need steel gears, invar gears, and bronze rods. So we'll need bronze. There's several different bronze ingots. Metallurgic infuser. We're making a mechanism to make a bronze blend. Or you could induction smelt the powders. Or the arc furnace can do the bricks right away. The alloy kiln will also work. It's a metallurgic infuser. Work on the ingot form. That also works that way. Though I think it needs tin dust. I don't think it works with just tin. But yeah. So we can make one of these right now. So I might as well, I guess. We've got a 4 here. And then we need bronze, which I already have, I guess. I don't know when I made that. But I can use a single bronze ingot with the rod die to get 2 bronze rods. Just toss them all in. Nope. What? Invert here. Oh, and this. So then we get this one. And we just press this. I'm curious, does it take longer and longer to press? I could also just look at this. 8,000 RF. And then how long does this one take to press? Okay, that's how I know this mod pack really is messing with me. Really? You use less RF to press the basic one than this one. Really now? That's silly. I mean, come on. You're really gonna tell me that's really silly. We technically have unlocked this next chapter. So we could just grab all of these. I should have done that, so I can make all the other stuff. Just, I guess, click check mark and it'll just accept that you want to make these, I guess. Do I have anything in here that I don't recognize? Or was it just that? Those three? Apatite, glowstone, uranite, and osmium ore? I guess so, okay. Like, we make, I guess we'll just make pipes then, because I don't want to, rather than automatic me making these and then using them into this. Granted, that's easier. Could just do this. Eh. Cool. Either way, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need some more diamonds. I already have a redstone. Oh, look at that. The redstone right here. Oh, and I got lucky. I got 2. And there we go. We have a philosopher's stone. So we could make all of the woods. So let's lay these out. Okay, so that's each of it. I forgot my intentions to make paper, but I think that's at a higher tier anyways. Is my inventory full with junk again? I think so. Julio, I do like spruce better. Anyways. And then there's nether logs. Maybe. Ender pearls. Can use them for... not really sure. In the item terminal, sure. But aside from that, magnets, cool. Space chamber? Oh, interesting. It's like the copy block, but like, or copy paste gadget. Make that accumulator. Can't make that yet. We can now make Enderium ingots, so we can make the highest tier of upgrades now for the machines. Frozen. energy tunnels. Compact machines 4. Um, okay. Ender ingots. Only thing I'm really curious about, because I have not seen it, an ender crafter. Okay, that makes sense. And then you make this. Oh, you can't. Okay, wait. You can't tell me you included extended crafting in the. I mean, I guess you could, but just like. Okay. Oh, so you're not supposed to keep doing this. You just need. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. To make obsidian, there is world transmutation. I mean, I guess I can make diamond picks now. Is sugarcane later? Yes. Okay. Um. So. Yeah. Throwing a redstone dust on top of a flux block, placing a block of obsidian on top, and left clicking it with your hand. Only the obsidian is consumed. Okay. Interesting. And then that just makes flux networks right away, so I could easily pop the power bank over. Okay, well, let's set this up then. So we need the first flux block through this method. So we just need the powdered obsidian. I could do washing. A magma block. Can I do that? No, I guess not. There's stonework generation. There's world transmutation and just the diamond pick. So I guess I'll just make a diamond pick then. How much diamonds do I have? 2. That's fine. What's cool is that I'm correct. Where is it? Dark matter pickaxes are pretty cool. Oh, and we can make the Eternalis fuel now. So we can actually make this right away, actually. So we just have to make the first alchemical coal using 4 coal, and then, yeah. Let's do that. Let me, I'll need a block of this stuff, so let's just grab like 9. Get that pulverizing in the meantime, make the pickaxe. Okay, so I have to unchisel this. Thank you. I should have learned about that chisel all thing a while ago, but oh well. And is there the obsidian breaker? That's a thing in a lot of mod packs. Bulk washing ice. But getting ice, yeah. Oh, well, we already have the coal, so let's do that first then. We have the alchemical coal. Put that in. Or actually, this is a cool thing. If you just grab a stack out, you get to do this. Oh, well. Had to be careful. Almost didn't learn them. I did that in a previous playthrough, actually. I went all the way up and then did not track them all. 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay. Here we go. We've got the diamonds. It's way more than that. Dark matter. Let's make a dark matter pickaxe because it doesn't break. And there's also room to upgrade still. So that's cool. Coolio. Because you can upgrade this with red matter. Oh, yeah, there's just the red morning star. So we can make this right now if I want, which might as well. We have the excess. See, like that's... I'm the one doing this, but I still disagree with it. That, like, the person who made this mod pack just made it too easy to make this. That's the problem, so... Although, cutting it quite tightly on that. I feel like this is way less EMC than I'm used to. Yeah, because it doesn't take into account the block of diamond as a block, so the EMC used for dark matter is way less than I'm used to. So that means this pack is even easier than I'm actually sort of used to. That's saying a bit. Okay. And then what else do I need for this stuff? Oh, I need the shovel. So let's make the shovel now. This goes down there, here, and then I need the hammer, which is this. There we go. So we have the morning star. Let me. Mm, okay, good. Right click's not doing anything. Found myself in trouble before. Sword. And then the red. And there we go. So we just have 2 tools now, so I can get rid of both of these. So I can use this. Oh, and it even has... Oh, of course it did. This tills the ground, which is pretty cool. Makes an annoying sound, though. Well, luckily, I don't need to make a lot of fields, because that would be annoying. By the way, let's put that back. Let's put that back. Now we can actually get to this, which I got a little sidetracked, I'll admit. Lava. And this. Nope. Oh, am I not allowed to? Yeah, there we go. Look at that progress bar. Almost instant. Then we can hop over here, slap this into the... Oh. Alright, I thought we could put it on the pulverizer. I guess I'm wrong. Can it only go through... You can go through an enrichment chamber, which is probably the most convenient way. Make this, we need the metallurgic infuser. Okay. So to get the flux, we need the metallurgic infuser then. Yeah, makes sense then, I guess. We could do the crushing wheels, but again, mechanical crafting and stuff. You know, I'll do everything in my power to avoid it. Okay, so we can't touch that just yet. So the stream will be ending in like 20 minutes or so, just because I've got some other things to do, but oh well. Oh, Deep Slate would be cool. You have to make a Blizz effigy. Okay. Uh, Interesting. Yep. So we need one raw osmium. I think that's it just for directly crafting the thing, the metallurgic infuser. I think I have 2 furnaces sitting around. So looking for the metallurgic infuser. We're just missing the iron. Really now? Okay, interesting. There it is. There we go. We have the metallurgic infuser. So we can upgrade them and use basic control circuits with osmium and some redstone. Interesting. So they put thermal down just to get through it, and I guess at that point it's not like, because like for making plates you could use, so you've got this for making plates, but then you also have the presser, um energize it. Well, you can infuse it, which is cool. Crush it, dissolution chamber, or you press it with this to get plates. Interesting. Rolling can give you stuff. Hmm. So you could use pressing and rolling, but like, again, like I said, there's not really much of a reason to use create in this pack. So also, okay. More coal is necessary. Now what's next? What can we just, rapid fire do? Oh, interesting. So you can upgrade them that way. You can upgrade the processing speed and energy efficiency. Okay. Cool. So we have the soul stone, which we can make pretty easily. Oh, well, we actually, do we have... No, why would we have that? Sterling Dynamo. You just toss one of these in and you just never look back. Which, actually, now that we have this, let me check real quick. So we can make this directly. So this produces 64,000 RF. See, I don't agree with that, dude. I guess. I get it. For the pack's sake. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't... Ugh. That's 24,000 RF. Also, costs more EMC. So now we can actually pull a chemical coal directly out of these. Skip the furnace part and have these just produce the energy directly. Which is also way more efficient because of that. So, I mean... we would have to use... Well, we don't have to use a stack limiter because these are already filled with that. Just took its sweet time getting there. Yeah, I'm inclined to do that. So let's just make that change real quick. How long? So 64,000, even if we upgrade this to max speed, like 10 times speed, I mean, we could afford to do Mobius fuel pretty comfortably. And of course, Aeternalis fuel is a million RF. You know what? We'll do... Aeternalis fuel just feels like a little overkill because when I replace them, like, all that RF's gonna disappear, so we'll just do Mobius fuel then. So let's... Do I have enough... That's another thing. Do I have enough pretty pipes at the moment? I might not. Alright, let's make pipes from now on. I know I was flipping flopping, but like I just decided because I don't want to... You know, this is just simpler. I don't like pretty pipes. As much as I tried to convince myself, it's not my... Like, I don't like this crafting recipe, man. Kind of messing with me, man. Yeah, just messing with me, man. Alright, so... The other benefit is also that I could just... I'll just use this for all of them. At that point. I can make universal pipes. So item pipes, we have the glowstone, I need droppers. So let's make... Low chisel. There we go. Plenty of item pipes. So now let's just skedaddle on over here. And we're going to change this extraction item. I have to break it to reset it. There we go. I don't know if I had to break it, but no, whatever. Am I able to like fix up a block? I need to have the pipe, the wrench to configure it. Forgot about that. Sure. Shouldn't have made several stacks of oak planks. Looking back on it, but oh well. If I pull this out, will it auto export? I don't think so. Like, yeah, no, it won't. Did I not grab both of the things? There we go. Let me just put this away. And for pipes, it is the pipe wrench. 2 flints. So 2 sticks, 2 flints. There we go. So every second it's transferring 4 items, which doesn't sound like a lot, but you know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Could have thought this through a little, but I guess I'll just save it for when I want to make gunpowder, because they indicate that it's useful, I guess? I don't know. Also, I'm just going to clear these of their configs, because then right. There we go. So they stack nicely now. Okay, so that's a little more clean, I would guess. So it's essentially 1 EMC to 1000 RF. So 8 million RF. Produce one of these. Oh, not bad. Did I get... No, I did not get the upgrade out of these. Thank you. Because I'm definitely of the mind that this should be operating faster. So twice as fast would be nice. Also, we should output. Now, lastly, this is spending a lot of time waiting. These two can get a speed upgrade. So this is crafting quite quickly. This is processing a little faster now. So realistically, still spending a lot of time waiting on this. Okay. So if we had, so if I put in another tier of an upgrade, so like ×3, it'll feed this pretty spot on. Okay. Okie dokie. So it's going a little faster. These should still be producing more than enough power. Yeah, not running a power deficit. Didn't think I was. So. Okay. This is almost filled to max. So our EMC production is now doubled, essentially. Because this is the choke point that is now been upgraded. Should have done that a long time ago. Oh well. Next thing would be definitely upgrading how I'm choosing to generate power. Because, so there's Stirling Dynamo, which does produce that. Also, we're producing per second. I should make... Power does have energy cells. I just don't know how much they store. Do they have anything as a recommendation for power storage? Well, I guess if we're gonna get to Flux Networks, might as well just use Flux Network stuff anyways for storing power at that point. Makes sense, I guess. Okay, so we're here. I need to make the enrichment chamber, which is not bad at all. Let me go hook up the metallurgic infuser. Just plug this right here. So first thing we have to do is make some of these. So we need redstone and osmium. So let's grab... No. Let's just make 32. I should just grab the stack and then... Yeah. Make 32. Really quick though. Plugging this into the metallurgic infuser. It's 10. Is there an... But if I put it in the enrichment chamber and then put it in, it's 80, so it's much more efficient. Yeah. Oh well. I don't need that in my inventory anymore. Let's put... I guess I would need 32. Right? Because it's... how much does it use? 20. Oh, so it's a 2-to-1 ratio. That's not too good. I have 20, so I can make 10. Stick it all in there. So now I think we're running at a power deficit, but that's fine for the moment. You can convert it between forge energy. Oh, and these have the... Okay, Mechanism has the... So, that too. Nuclear Craft and Mechanism have the item like input configs that I like a lot personally. With side so however, I must state that whereas this is like indicating colors for inputs and outputs, Nuclear Craft is still my preferred because it links to the actual slots. Yes, it's harder to make. I can understand it's harder to do that from a construction standpoint or coding standpoint, but I don't know. I'm curious. Maybe the energized smelter might be quicker. And then we could upgrade this quickly to a factory at like no cost. These do make sound, which is interesting. Okay, let's go make firstly, let's make the enrichment chamber. So we'll need steel casing, osmium ingot, some glass. Just might as well pulverize all of this. There is the mechanism crusher, which also doesn't have any side outputs, which is nice. Okay. This gravel crusher does the same thing. Yeah, I don't know. Mechanism seems to be the way that they're pushing. So. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Glass, yes, but gravel, nope. Yeah. Okay. So, got this. Got... Is it just... What do you need to make a steel casing? Well, I guess at that point I would just... Oh, I already remember. I say I already remember like it was that difficult in the first place, but it isn't. So like, I don't know. It's just those things. Okay, one more and then that's enough. Okay. Just make more sand. There's a steel casing. So firstly, we want the enrichment chamber. Yep. I need redstone. Pulverizer. Okay. So, I guess I'll make the executive decision. We'll use power for power just because this is so nice to be able to move through it. As much as that's totally OP. And we'll use at least pipes for now. Figure, I'll see if I stick with it. Because I have no clue. Look at that. Plenty of redstone now. Oh. Alrighty, so my timer just went off. So that's the enrichment chamber. And then upgrading that again is Julio. So if I place this down here, take a look. Oh my gosh, look at that. Even link, pretty sure you could put different ones, but cool. So it's cool for just like processing a bunch of different things at the same time, but if you actually want... Oh. Okay, so that's better than the pulverizer. I did not know that. Mainly doing this for enriching the obsidian. So how much are we using? Just 20 goes that quickly. Not bad. Alright. And then I believe I need a redstone block. Do I need multiple? I need multiple, okay. make another one of the bronze rods. We do have to make a steel. Where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that in there. Sneak one out of here. Check on this because it's done. And there we go. So we'll make one more, and then we can craft the flux block. There we go. So we've got ourselves the flux block. Get a bunch of flux dust just to begin with. And with this, we can craft more flux blocks. We can craft flux cores. Problem is we need Eyes of Ender, blaze powder, same problem. But now we actually can make them, so it's not nearly as bad. And there's no transfer limit for these, which is the most important part. So we can separate the pieces of our network from having transfer requirements by just splitting them off, which is really nice. So the first one is definitely going to be the blaze effigy. And then we either use filling through a spout or a fluid encapsulator. I guess I'll make an encapsulator just because. Oh, well, I need center thing, don't I? Yeah, so I need a piece of gold. And there we go. Up here. Copper gears. It's just gonna be redstone. No? Is it glass? Yes, it is. There we go. So we have the fluid encapsulator. Also, red. And is there anything related to these? Nope. So that's an inventory slot opened up in the chest, which is nice. Okay, so now we actually have the fluid encapsulator. So if I put a bucket of lava in here, I could then put the effigy in. So we need calcite, which is bone meal and stone. Stone's easy, bone meal is easy. So we could automate that pretty easily. Really? Smelting. Interesting. Rather than like crafting, I guess you could just smelt it. Or mill it. Mill it. Doesn't seem like a bad decision. Or an immersive engineering crusher. Yeah. Now real quick though, I do want to look at the energized smelter. We can make one of those. I just want to check out how fast this thing actually smelts. Because it does sound like it should smelt faster. So if I put... This doesn't have the speed upgrade. If I start this first, then this... Oh my gosh. That's no. No. Just no. You aren't faster and you're just no. That noise is just... That's gonna be a no for me. Steve. No. Uh-uh. Yeah, I can smell multiple things at once, but, no. There will be a muffler upgrade on this, if anything. Whoa. That hurt. Okay. Well, either way, made some good progress since I stopped just sitting on my butt and thinking, and decided to just progress, because then I automatically have almost there with flux networks and pipes and everything. So, should have done that in the first place. Alright. I'm cutting it short. I've got some stuff to do. Thank you for watching, and peace out.